Hi guys, so today I have this cute new collection to share with you that Spellbinders has brought to their site. It is the Timeless Trees collection by Simon Hurley. Adorable. I have all the pieces here. So these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. I do have them for the US and the UK, and generally what I do with these new releases, I'll have a link that goes to the whole section, you know, the whole, everything they've released for October 2024, and then it will also go to specifically this collection, okay? And I do know sometimes they do like a one it all bundle or things like this. With this collection, what they have is these first two as a little bundle. Because it's like a little mantle, and then you can also decorate the mantle, so you can either pick up this guy, or together, and then everything else is separate. So let me give you a name. For the bundle, they're calling Mantle Village and Decorations, because that's basically what it is. So you have your little Mantle Village here. Super cute. So I guess since we're talking about it, you have your little piece of wood like a mantle, right? And then you have the little village you can put together. It has the doors, and you can see it has like a round kind of oval shape. It's this door. For this rectangular one, you have these little like bottle brush trees like they've been doing recently, and so those are the centers of the tree, right? Like your trunk, I suppose. And so it's very decorative, super cute. And then if you want to decorate it further, you have these guys that you can add on or again buy as a bundle, and that is the let's see what they're calling it. Oh, well, duh. Mantle decorations. Did I already say that? Yeah, so we have this. So we have this cute pennant or like banner, and then you have, and then you can decorate here, and you have this combination of lettering. It's not in any kind of alphabetical order or anything, but it basically can say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, and they both fit in here, which is very cute. So you can do whatever you want with that. There's an exclamation point in there too, very cute, and you know, any words I guess that you can mix and match, but there's 5 here and then however many here. I guess you can cut them away if you wanted to make a word that's different, that those letters can work up for you. You have your little stockings. They have different inlays. That's super cute. You have, you know, if you have the 3 stockings with 3 different inlays, you have the 3 cuffs, you have the 3 loops for them. You have some stags or some deer with the little antlers that are separate, so you can make them however you like. You have some like garland. You have some greenery, little berries. This little guy can go across, you know, one way or the other. So again, some more garland that's just like bushier. Very cute. And then down here we have these trees, which are just lovely. Where this one, you know, they're like minier sizes. You know, I wasn't going to measure them, but like 3 3/4. You know, the little house is like 2 inches tall-ish, you know, around there. You do have inlays, so you have background dye in the inlay. These all coordinate with that kind of sizing. These are a little bit bigger as the classic Christmas tree. Super cute, and you know, I usually choose 1 or 2 or 3 of the sets or whatever to work with today. But I do want to let you know that this one, basically you have this as a background piece. You're going to take this one that looks like branches. You can make it whatever color. It's going to go on top of that one. And then these pieces would layer on top of that. So you can see through this to the very background. So that very background one goes in the very back. So I hope that makes sense. You have your gifts with like little lids for them. Your bows, they're all ready to go there. You have your base of your Christmas tree. Basically that goes in back, sorry. So this can kind of go in there, and then this piece goes on top like that. And then of course that one in the back. So hopefully that makes sense. Very easy to work with, super cute. Nice sizing. And then you have all kinds of ornaments, like little ornament shapes. You have stars, you have like little diamond or, you know, shapes, and like little regular circular kind of ornament shapes. Very cute. And then this one is a set of ornaments, and they're just lovely vintage layered ornaments. I love vintage. You can definitely mix and match these pieces, like the tops, right, of your ornaments, but you have your ornament and then you have an inlay. Now it can be an inlay, or it can also just make some pretty things that you're going to stick on here, right? Because you can see this big piece would just kind of fall out in these little guys. Maybe you just use this piece. Maybe you do all of them. Maybe you do an inlay, so it's just one piece over the other. Maybe you do one piece over the other, plus the pieces that are pieced in, right? So there's different ways to play with them. You have a circular one. You have this guy. And then these are the tops that in the, you know, product example, like I get samples, but yours will be on a nice carrier, you know, with some inspo or explanation on how to use these instruction if that's what's needed. They show it this way. So this one with the little slats goes with this guy with the rounded top goes with this guy, and then this guy with like little scallop bottom goes with this guy. You have your strings, you know, for them. You have bows and a bow center even on this one, so the bow center and then the tails, or however you might want to use those. Sizing on just the metal here, like this guy, maybe 2 3/4. This one's like 2 1/8 or so, and again 2 1/8, 2 1/4-ish, right? So really nice sizing, gorgeous. Let me give you one quickly on the tree, although you still have this. The tree itself is like 4 1/8, right? And the width is about 2 3/4 inches wide. So hopefully that gives you some idea of those. These guys are really interesting. So this is a 3D embossing folder. This is the bark. It says it right there. So hopefully you can see that texture on there. Really pretty. I think this would be very lovely, very fun behind like the trees. I mean, really behind anything, but you do have that. Awesome. And it's a 3D one, so it's very tactile. When I feel this, I mean, it has a lot going on, so I know it's going to be really, really cool. Look at that. And again, this is the part where you would put your paper facing you, the nice side of your paper, you close it up, and it pushes it up into that, but hopefully you can see there. And then this one is also a 3D folder, but this one actually comes with a die, and this is the branches, basically. And what's cool about this one is, again, 3D embossing folder, excuse me. And it has that nice carved-like bud. They're a little thicker than your standard folder. These are oversized, 8.5 by 5.5 is what they would emboss, but the plastic itself, the folder itself, is 8 3/4 by 5 3/4. So just make sure you have a machine that can accommodate that. What you can do with this too is just run it through some paper and then take that piece that looks like this little branch, and basically, you know, it'll already be cut. You're not going to run this through together like on some of the cut and emboss ones. Or this is different. You're going to cut that out first, get your paper, your die cut, and then place it wherever it makes sense. So basically here, but I mean, if you want to get like this shape, you can pop it in there, or maybe have it facing the other way. Turn your paper, whatever, right? So you can just choose one area to put it in, place it down, run it through, and then your paper that's already been die cut will have that branch design in it. So let's just get started. I don't even know which one to start with. I love them all, and I mean, these are so cute, and I really I love them all. So let me center myself and think about what I want to do, and I'll be right back. Guys, you know, I have to go with the baubles. So I'm gonna make a card base A2. That's just what I like to work with. Well, maybe. Okay, let's maybe make it a 4x6. I haven't made a 4x6 in a while. So with this green paper, I'm gonna cut it down to 5 7/8. That'll be my matte layer. By 3 7/8. And then our standard A2 size paper, unfortunately, we're going to have to kind of butcher it because, and we're going to get one card from it. If it was A4 size paper, I'd just cut it in half. But we're going to need this to be 6 by 8. So let's go ahead and cut it at 6 inches on the 11-inch side, and then cut 1/2 inch off of this other side here. And then we're going to score it at 4 inches. So score that at 4 inches. Nope, don't cut it. My goodness. You know I would too. And I'm just going to run that green paper through the 3D embossing folder, the branches one. So let me get this stuff out of the way. And I'm just going to run this through here. And I will be back. Again, if you're using the Platinum 6, you are going to do, I guess you could make it look like it's hanging from this, but I wasn't really trying to do that. So anyway, it's this, your A-plate and the adapter for a 3D embossing folder. So I'll be right back. So there it is. Gorgeous. I mean, if you want to run over this with like some ink, maybe some darker ink, white would be really nice, like a white pigment ink. I'm just going to glue that down. Somebody asked me on this last video, or a couple videos ago, if I sprayed this with water before I ran it through. Anytime I do something like this, guys, I'm just showing it to you. So if I sprayed it with water, I would tell you I sprayed it with water, but some people do that. I don't know how that would work with something that's coated like this. Obviously you can spray on the porous side, but generally with coated papers or things that I really don't spray them. There are some papers, especially if you spray them with water, they're going to make like a water mark. You know what I'm saying? How water will expand and the paper expands and it looks really bad. So anyway, even if you do it, light mist, one side, run it through. But whenever there's a trick or something, I will definitely show it to you guys. I always want to be transparent with that, and so you know exactly what it took to get something to work, right? So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down, and I will be right back. I guess I will say it like this. I just put glue all over the back. I didn't do anything fancy. If there was something tricky, I would show it. But there you go. I just glued it down. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So since I have this ready to go, and I think I'm just gonna put one. It is a, you know, well, not mini slimline, but similar to that. Actually, that would be even thinner. Your A4 size card. I think I'm just gonna focus on like one really beautiful ornament, you know, with the bow and everything, and its little string here, and the topper, of course. So I think I'm gonna run this through just some really pretty paper. So a background color, and then I'll put this together for a second color, and then I think I'm gonna run this through again a third color just to have something even more decorative here, possibly. I did, you know, look at this. I have this Christmas cheer from whenever I did the I think it was the Better Press of the month. So maybe I'll coordinate with this guy. I was thinking about putting this little guy at the top, which would be really cute too, right? So if I did that, I mean, that would be, maybe I won't go with this. Maybe we'll do this guy. And then I'll run this through some pretty colors, right? Okay, so let's see. I will be right back. Look at this little guy. That's so pretty. So I did silver, and then this guy is going to go on here. And then this piece is very interesting, the way it does its design. So I'm going to run this through some dark blue paper, and I'll probably just pop this guy in and leave the little areas open. Just a little bit of less paper piecing, but still very pretty. So I will run this through some dark blue, and I'll have that accent piece. Let's put this guy together before I move on. So again, I mean, this is pretty. I can pop that into a different project. Let's go a little bit closer. It's hard to see because the silver reflection, but hang in there with me. Alright, so I have that on here. I'm just going to do a little bit of dab, dab, dab because I really don't want this all over this silver paper. So, give that a second. And then this guy just popped right out, which is nice. Oh, I have a little bit of something from probably the last die cut. That's really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna have something hold that down. Well, actually it's staying down now, so that's good. I cut this out, you know, it gives me 3 strips, and I just did partial because I know I don't need the whole length of that, so that's fine. I just have the 3 little strings there. And, oh, this guy. This beautiful portion. And I'm just cutting them both out of the same color. So I'm going to barely put glue on the very edges of this because I can see this has a lot of openings that you can definitely see if there was glue. And there is, but that's okay. We can wipe that away. That's so cute. And I mean, that's going to go right up there. So I'm just going to put it all together at once right now. So I use a pearlescent, kind of seafoamy green color. The silver showing through, that dark blue. It's really nice. So it'll be something like that. And then I ran this through some glittery paper just to make it stand out. I thought that'd be really cute. So let's just put the bow together and then we'll see where we want to put it. So this guy's here, and then I'm going to put this facing up, right? I suppose if you wanted to have the loops facing down, you can do that too. And then it has a center, which could be a different color, but for me, I'm just going to keep it all the same. Okay, I'm really going to let that set up before I mess with it anymore, and that'll also give me a moment to think about how I want to put this together. I didn't cut this part out because I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not, but we'll see. Okay, so I'll be right back. I went ahead and ran this one through because I wanted to see how it might work on this size paper because, you know, if we're doing Happy Holidays, we want it all to fit, and this is a little bit smaller, but I'm thinking if we do something like that, and maybe even connect this a little bit higher up, I don't know. It might work out. So you don't know where that one's going, that's fine, because it could go back there. maybe. And it's kind of fun. And then we would have like this guy going straight down here. And again, you can also put them straight across. Okay, so that's something else to think about, which actually fits better. But I thought it'd be fun to make it kind of gangly. But you know what? Maybe we'll do something like this. Okay, I'm gonna tape this down. Tape there. Sorry, emergency vehicle is passing by. And let's see if I had this up here again. I just cut that at a certain spot. It wasn't planning, but that actually looks good right there. Okay, maybe I'm gonna use the whole length of this one. And then we have our bow. So if you're going to do the bow, I would say if it's going to be like, oh, it came up here and it's tying this on, I would make these the same color, right, the glitter. But I was going to put it down here or even here. So just something to think about as you're planning your design there. So let's make sure we're putting glue on the right side. Would be the rough cut side. So pretty. And I'm just putting one on here because honestly, if you're making a ton of cards, it'd be nice to get one and maybe do different designs, different colors for, you know, whatever color your recipient likes, if you know that kind of info or however. But one on here, you know, move on to the next one, that kind of thing. That's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, and then this guy. I mean, I do really like the way it looks like right at the top here, like that was tied on. And that would be okay. I don't even think people would be like, oh, why is that a different color, you know? But I'm just going to move it. Well, okay, fine. I'll put it there. I really like the way that looks. If I had thought about it earlier, I would have, again, cut that from the same paper. Okay. Don't know that I really want a lot of glue on this. I kind of like the way it looks just doing its own thing, so I'm going to wipe that glue away. I'm going to hold this down. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think that's good. And if I'm going to put this on here, then I might as well, I'm just going to put it straight across. So I'm going to put some glue on this, and then I'll bring in the lettering. So I want to see where that, definitely a center point, right? I would think. So I want it to look even. Come on up. Okay, we're gonna hold that. And then this guy. From there to where? There and there. Okay. I'm gonna hold that down for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and run this through. I don't know if I have to run it through a few times because it does have the lettering for Merry and for Christmas and for holidays, or Happy. So you're gonna have to really see, you know, what all there is. I can see that obviously there's extra ones, but I'm probably have to run it through a couple times, I'm assuming, because M-E-R, yeah, May 2nd R, then Y, so Merry, and then Christmas we have C-H-R, so I need another R, I-S-T-M-A, another S. So yeah, I'll probably run this through twice, if not 3 times, for the R. But I'm gonna run through some blue paper. I think through, I'll use them. So let me go ahead and grab this, and don't get, you know, mixed up with your lettering. So I'm gonna put a little glue just on the very edges of these guys, because I think that would be the easiest thing for me to do. A few at a time, and I see my M is right here, so I'm just gonna put that. You can definitely paper piece back in if you want to do that. So even putting glue in the very center or outside edges, still got into the center, but that's okay. So M, E, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, just what you're seeing me do here. I'm gonna run the R through at least that little area 3 times. My Y. Okay, and I'll be right back. Just run it through one more time for my R. There it is. Okay. So I just put a little bit of paper like in that area, but of course if you're just making a ton of these, you just keep running it. And I'm just gonna pop that on. Of course I just let it fall. There it is. And I'll hold that down and I'll be right back. So twice and then one more time for an extra R. So there is my card. Really cute. I love the blues. It's really fun, unexpected, a little different. And that little background on there, it looks really nice all together. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, this is the Timeless Trees collection by Simon Hurley. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. Again, I usually put a link for all the, everything new in October 2024, and then specifically for this collection. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.